What's going on, y'all? My name is Enoch. I'm here to inspire, motivate, and encourage you to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. I know that ain't an easy task, but let's go. Welcome back to Divine Motivation Podcast. I appreciate you. I do. Just thank you for just being here, just listening, just subscribing, liking the video, sending it to somebody, showing love. I just appreciate you being here. Follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _ motivational videos every single day. Go listen to the motivational album called I Am by Enoch Maurice. Yeah, man, all that good stuff. Like, let's get to it. I am. So, I think I know what I want to talk about today. What are you constantly saying to yourself? What are you repeatedly saying about you? Because what you constantly say about you, and I think this is so important, because a lot of times we like to put the blame on others for where we at and how we look at ourselves, and it has some validity to it. Especially if you have some trauma, some things that you've gone through as a child where you felt like nobody believed in you. You was always put down. You was always looked at as someone that had no value. So now you've built this persona like I'm less than, I'm not good at anything. I have nothing good about me. And you start to echo that as you get older. And as you try to achieve things, as you try to go for things, and as you try to kind of build who you're going to be. And I think the language that we talk about ourselves is very important, because like we have this thing of like, yo, you just got to be humble. You got to be humble. I'm going to be honest, y'all. Like, I think we've taken that and ran with it in a way is because most of the time people say, oh, like, it's false humility. Like, I'm gonna be real, and I'm so confident in myself. I'm not humble in how I think about myself. Like, I'm humble how I treat people. I'm humble in how I serve God. When it comes to God, I'm humble. But how I think about myself, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I'm not that good. I'm just trying. No, like, I work hard. I'm good at whatever I feel like I'm good at. I believe I'm a good person. I believe I do the right things. I believe I'm somebody. I believe I'm that dude. I'm not saying I think I'm better than everybody and that everyone should bow to my feet. No, not at all. Far from it. But the way I carry myself, I take pride in that. The way I look at myself, the way I think. I'm not gonna say, if somebody says like, oh my gosh, like if I spoke at a school or organization, somebody come to me and say, oh man, that was a great performance. Like, that was a great speech you gave. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I'm not gonna say, oh no, like I'm the type of person, like, if you give me a compliment, I'm gonna receive the compliment. Like, a lot of times we subconsciously, when somebody gives us a compliment, we deflect it like, oh no, that wasn't even me. Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, nah, like, if you put in work towards something, like, yo, receive the compliment. Don't worship the compliment. Receive it though. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's a lot of people that can't do stuff because they keep saying they can't do stuff. Like, for me, like, I'm just trying to give y'all some of the things that allow you to build some confidence, to build some self-esteem, Because like if I can't do something, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, ah, like it's a capability thing. I can't do it because I didn't put the work into it. Not that I'll never be able to do it. I don't have the ability to. Like you can do whatever you put your mind to, but you gotta believe in yourself. Constantly, I always tell my kids, don't say you can't do something. Do not say you can't do something. You can do whatever you want to do. If you work at it, if you put the time in, if you really focus on it. Like whatever it is you're trying to achieve in life, whatever it is, whatever goals you have, you can do it. But it like your body, I don't think your body can. I feel like I've read some research about this where when you say certain things, like your body like believes it. It can't separate the difference of if you're joking or if you're serious. So that's why I don't even play around and say like, yo, I'll never be able to do this. I'll never be a millionaire. I'll never achieve my goal. I don't even play around like that. And that's why, and it kind of makes sense why it says in the Bible, like, yo, that life and death is in the power of the tongue. Like, stop speaking death on your life. Stop saying I'll never be free. I'll never get that job. I'll never accomplish my goals. Nah. Start speaking life over yourself. Like, yo, nah, I'm going to be the best version of myself. I'm going to achieve my goals. I may not know. You don't need all the answers right now. I may not know the answers, but I know I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Whatever it takes, I'm going to put the work in. You have to have that mentality like, yo, I can do it. I just got to figure some things out. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. There's going to be some highs. There's going to be some lows. There might be a bunch of lows before I even get to that high. But if I'm passionate about it, if I really believe in myself, if I'm seeing signs like, yo, this is the direction I'm supposed to go. Don't start saying like, oh, I messed up the first time. Oh, it's not gonna happen for me. Because guess what? It's not gonna happen. Because you already spoken. Now your body and your mind is like, I guess we're not doing it. And then you try to restart again. And that's what happens with the New Year's resolutions. You start going, you say all these resolutions, and you're going because you spoke these things. You believed it. But then the minute you start getting sidetracked and you start saying, I missed a week, but it's all right. Maybe I'll start back next week. Now, the momentum that your mind and your body felt, it starts to deflate. And eventually it's like, damn, I guess I'll start over the next New Year resolution. When it's like, nah, get to it right now. Tell your mind, tell your body like, yo, we doing this. We doing this now. But it's on you to start believing it, start speaking it, and just start walking it. It's not easy. I get it. It's not easy. But it takes time. It takes you believing, and it takes you pushing yourself. You have to push past those barriers. You have to push past those walls. You have to push past those mindsets that's telling you can't do it. And reset your mind to a place where it's like, nah, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to make it happen. And I'm going to be everything I'm supposed to be. That's this week's episode. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember, like, subscribe, share, follow the Instagram, Divine Motivation _ go listen to the album called I Am. I appreciate y'all. See you next time. Peace.